from me and Patrick married, he has never caressed me once. My husband never caressed me. I told him I like when my breast is sucked because my breast is my turn on point. He never sucked my breast. Patrick sleep in his clothes. I would be in my lingerie, he sleep in his clothes and turn his back. Even when we are in the hotel, if it's two bed in the hotel, because sometimes when you book an hotel, sometimes they only have rooms that have two beds. And he would sleep in one bed separate from me. And if me and him is in the bed, he turn his back and he's in his clothes. But he always have demands. He always have demands. Every time I come to Jamaica, because I realize he have a bad foot. So every time I come to Jamaica, I take him to the spa. And we take a lot of pictures together in the spa. And what he does, he only posts on Facebook the pictures by himself in the spa, as if it's him take his as if it's
Yeah,
him
him
take his
one go.
own money and go to the spa
Yeah,
treating
him one go
himself.
spa.
Yeah. And he have champagne glass and all of that stuff and acting as if he's the one who spend his own money when it's me.
Show breadcrumbs. I'm catch up there. I'm catch up there.
Good night.
Greetings.
Finally get to see you in person.
Finally.
All of her dreams or visions come true. She's blessed still. There's an echo. Hold on, maybe a second before we go further into this. Wanna check the live for me and tell me wanna see about the echo something there. Me hear somebody say echo and me know they have an echo problem last week. Wanna tell me how that's something that go for me, please. It's good now. Okay. Wow. Um, let's start like this. How about you? No echo. Okay, all right. Steady, steady, steady. I'm glad to say good. All right, let's start it officially. Let's do it like this. Introduce yourself and start from in the beginning.
Well,
Hold
greetings
on,
to
hold on,
all.
hold on. Before you get there, let me type this before you start there. It's Samantha, right?
Yes.
Sam.
Samantha.
Because this is damn heartbreaking. Ah, boy. Go ahead now. Let's start by introducing yourself and quick.
All right. First of all, thanks for having me.
You're welcome again.
All right. So, to all the listeners, my name is Samantha Gardner. I won't even use the name Blake because even though that's my married name, but I will say Samantha Gardner for now. And the reason why I come on this live tonight because, you know, I just think that somebody needs to hear my story. It's hard. I don't even know where to start, but right now I'm actually in the hospital. I'm in the hospital because I gave birth prematurely to my daughter. She was due in September. She was due on September 20, but she came August 13. So she's actually in the hospital in intensive care, actually trying to breathe on her own. She has not breathed on her own since she was born. She have to be on oxygen breathing, feeding tube and all that stuff. Um, she's currently in the incubator right now. I'm inside the room with her, but I'm still doing the live. And the reason for coming on, because it takes two persons to make a child. I didn't make this child by myself. And it's so saddened to see that the father of this child, and wherever he is, I would hope that for some reason he would be watching, or somebody would be watching and tell him to watch, because he needs to realize that this is a human being that both of us created. No, he blocked me from Facebook. He blocked me from his phone, knowing that I have a child on the way. No, my girlfriend called me and asked me if the father of the child knows that the baby was born. I said yes, but I have no means of contacting him because he blocked me.
All right, pause this. So start it from the beginning now, because everybody's
Huh?
wondering what happened. Put it from the beginning to how you met him and how you got in the situation that you are.
Hush, baby, hush, hush. Sorry, I'm gonna pick my baby up. Hush,
Go
hush,
ahead,
hush,
man. Go ahead. Take your time. Take your time.
hush, baby,
Take your
hush,
time.
hush, hush. Because I'm in the
People,
hospital.
the story here. The story here.
Hush, hush, baby, hush.
Mm.
I don't want to
You
put her
just
face
so
up,
that
but
when I realize the situation, so you just be sensitive. Give her a little time. That
yeah. So I just pick her up out the incubator because she was kind of fussing.
no, the incubator or something.
Yeah.
Not been
So
there.
so so okay. I met this man on Facebook, and we've been friends for a long time on Facebook, leading up to marriage. So I actually had planned a trip to go to Jamaica in November of last year, and that was before I even started talking to this man. And I'm gonna refer to him. His name is Patrick Blake. Everybody know him as Pants in Montego Bay. He's a gym instructor. However, because of his age, he's 56. So because of his age, I thought that, it would be a successful relationship being with a mature person. And then because of my religion and as a Christian, you know, I believe in marriage before sex. That's based on our religion
Yeah,
upbringing.
Christian faith.
Right. So it happened that I came to Jamaica in November, and we actually got married. But we were planning it before I came down prior. It's very sad and just overwhelmed to see that, I didn't do anything to deserve such a cruel act, because after getting married in November, I came back to Jamaica December twice. And that's when I got pregnant. Now, every time I'm coming to Jamaica, I would bring a lot of material stuff for him, because the first time I came, I realized his refrigerator was empty. All he had in there was some water. I realized that he didn't have much clothing. He kept his clothes underneath his bed in a little attache case. So I thought that me replacing all those things, I was just doing good,
Yeah.
you know. And it really broke my heart, because I've invested a lot of money in such a short space of time. And it's not like I'm buying man or I'm desperate. It's
You
not
just
that,
loved
because
him. You loved him. You were
you
happy.
understand? He had me convinced, so even when something doesn't work out, it doesn't mean that your love was going to change overnight. But he took my kindness for weakness. At one point, he told me he had a water bill that was disconnected for $80,000, 80,000 Jamaican dollars, and I sent him the money and for him to turn the water on.
That was how 80 grand. That was how far in the relationship at that time.
That was that was even before I came to Jamaica. I sent the money.
Y'all met, y'all met summer, y'all met July, you said, right?
Yeah, but what happened,
Yeah.
like I said, we were Facebook friends for a long time.
Oh, before the
Prior,
initial
yes,
dating.
yes. Before initial dating, we were Facebook
Oh,
friends.
okay, okay. So somebody that you used to communicate with off the net.
Right.
Okay, okay, okay. So
But
you guys
but
had a
but but
friendship,
but
honest mutual
right.
friendship,
So at the time it was just friendship.
platonic. Okay.
Yes. So it so happened that I'm coming back and forth to Jamaica, and every time I come, I'm bringing stuff. But I keep saying to him, I think this is a one-way marriage because every time I come, I'm bringing so much stuff for you, but you never have not even a sweetie put down to say, okay, this is for my wife when she come. You always just receiving, 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 and never have anything to give. And no matter how I would express that to him, it never does anything to him. So in March, I came back to Jamaica in March, and I didn't bring anything in March for him. And that was when the whole marriage ended. So obviously, he didn't love me. It was all about what
So
I was doing
that,
for
that
him
wanna
and
happen
what I was
fast.
giving him.
You go down March and you didn't bring anything for him. So when you got down there, like you guys were staying together, right? When you went down, you
He,
was at
he,
his house, you was
he,
at a hotel house. So
he didn't allow me to come to his house. He told me I cannot come to the house, the same house that I pay $80,000 to turn on his water. And at one point he was short on his rent and I paid it. And when I showed up for Jamaica in March, he told me I could not come to the house.
wow,
And
red flag.
and and it's so funny, even though I jumped to March, but February I came to Jamaica. I had a concert because I do gospel music, and I brought him to one of my friends' house, which was the promoter that was putting on the show. And I can't believe that the man stayed right there in the house that I took him. I was the one who introduced him to those people. And he went behind my back and exchanged numbers with the lady daughter. And
What?
because he's trying to get at the lady daughter in the same house, he started to tell them a whole bag of things about me, talking about um
Yeah,
I'm
you,
mad, I'm talking about I'm mad and I'm crazy because I was shot in my head by a stray bullet and I
huh?
was diagnosed with PTSD. So because he's trying to convince the lady daughter, he tell them all these things about me, and I'm the one who bring him there. And and not only that, he sent the lady a message to ask her if she think that I am jealous. No, I'm his wife, and he is gonna text the lady that I introduced to him. He gonna say, "Do you believe Samantha jealous over your little daughter just because she's younger than her?" I didn't get the picture, and he was doing it on Facebook. Even when we were married, even when we were married, I get in on the pool side and I took some pictures. He took some pictures of me in my two-piece. No, I don't post those type of picture on Facebook. And I didn't even know that he blocked me from Facebook at the time. He took all my pictures in my two-piece dancing. He took my naked pictures because he videoed me naked without clothes, and I didn't know that he was videoing me. And he was forwarding the pictures to people that I know.
After an
He
what?
put
You know that's against the law, there, right?
yes,
You know you could have got locked
yes,
up for that, right?
yes.
Okay.
And and he put the pictures on Facebook, and then somebody screenshot the pictures and sent it to me and say, Samantha, your husband dunning you on Facebook. And so they screenshot the pictures and sent it to me. So right now, besides all of that, besides all of that, he started to send me a whole bunch of voice notes a whole bunch of voice notes asking me if I don't realize he was playing me. He was only playing me. And I think I sent you the voice notes.
Yeah, you sent me a couple. Yeah.
He said, you don't realize you're being played and played and played. And then his daughter had asked me for a phone. And I brought the phone for her. And then he is going to send me a voice note to say her daughter scammed me and her and her phone. And right now, he and his daughter, he's there laughing at me. Now, when I met him and I asked him if he have kids, he told me he had 9 kids. But I did not believe him because sometimes men, talk those kind of things and they're either joking or they just trying to feel big. So
Yeah.
I honestly never believed him when he said he had 9 kids. So when I came back up after the marriage, he had his 30-year-old daughter in Jamaica, called me 3-way with me, him, and her on the phone. After the call ended, the daughter called me back and she said, my father tell you a big lie, but I didn't want him to feel any way. So I didn't say anything. She said, my father told you that he sent me to nursing school and that was a lie. And then she said, that is his daughter telling me that. She said, look, he have 9 kids. He never mind any of us. So I hope that this little one that you are carrying, he will mind that child.
His daughter tell her that.
His daughter told me that. So I said to him in another conversation, I said to him, how come you have 9 kids and you never settle down with any of your baby mothers? And his response was, he sexed them without emotions.
Hold on there. Wait there. So, none of the 9 kids, you said you were one day. None of the 9 kids wasn't present at the wedding.
No, because when we got married, it was just me and him. Because I
And the
was the one who
pastor.
paid for, huh?
You, him, and the pastor and the 2 witnesses.
Yeah, we got married at Bahia Principe Hotel. And I was the one who paid for the whole wedding. How it works there is that you have to pay $75 each for
You're
each
breaking up.
guest.
I'm not getting it clear. You're breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
Still kind of shaky.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you better now.
Yes. So how it works when you're getting married at that particular hotel, each guest that you are inviting, you have to pay 75 US each
Oh,
for each person. And he was not contributing anything. So I was not willing to take on that.
yeah, portion, I guess. Makes sense.
Right. So it was just us at the wedding. So now, hush, baby, hush. So now the baby came. I'm backtracking, but I still want to talk about the baby because this thing is really bothering me.
Yeah.
This thing is really bothering me because when the baby came, like I said, the baby came early, 1 month early. So she had to be on oxygen and her feeding tube. She had an IV in her head skull where she get the medications from.
Yeah.
Um, my girlfriend told me to send her the pictures so she could send it to Patrick for him to see the condition his daughter was in. And he opened the messages that my girlfriend sent him and he showed no remorse, like he didn't care less. And this is his child. He knows from what my girlfriend told him that the baby is in a
You're
condition
breaking up
where
again.
she.
You're breaking up again. You're breaking up again.
No, can you hear me?
Yeah, good again. You're good again. You're good there.
Yes. So my girlfriend told him that the baby was born and currently on oxygen and breathing, feeding tube and all those stuff. She cannot breathe on her own. And he showed no remorse at all. He showed absolutely no remorse, like he doesn't care. Um, during my pregnancy, I was back and forth in the hospital because I was having complications. So his sister reached out to me and told me she was coming to visit me. When I told him, can you hear me?
I'm hearing you good. I'm hearing you clearly. Go ahead, speak.
When I told him that his sister gonna come and visit me, he told me not to allow his sister to come and visit me because I'm gonna regret it.
Wow.
So I said to him, why are you telling me this about your sister? Because I thought you said you and your sister were close. At the same time, I thought because me and him is at odds, he trying to turn me away from everybody. Now, if a person didn't do me anything wrong, I'm not gonna just um let them down just because of what other people say. So anyway, I had the sister came to my house. And I could have said it's just because I have a good heart. Because I could have said I don't want anything to do with the family after what this man did to me.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I gave her the chance to come. And the thanks that I get from Eva, the sister, she's no better off than him. Because I get her a job even before she got to my house. And she start work the next day. I wake my 4-year-old son 6 o'clock every morning to take her to work and pick her up back from work. And would you believe, in my own house, that woman, if I didn't stand up strong, that woman would have run me out of my own house.
But
I went
brave
to,
still enough to
I,
take in him sister, you know.
hold on. I turned to her and I said to her, I said to her, did you know that your brother was married before? Because he told me he was never married. I said, do you know that Patrick was married before? She said, no, she don't know about that. So I said, I found out that he was married before, but he married in a different name. He married to the lady in a different name other than his right name, which is Patrick Blake. She said she don't know about that. So when I called the name to her and I said, he's married to the lady using such and such name. And she said, oh my God, that's my brother's name. That's my brother's name, which means Patrick used his brother's name to marry the lady. The lady lived overseas. The lady lived overseas.
No mean to lie.
So I told Patrick's sister that, look, as soon as I have baby, I'm going to Jamaica and I'm going to file a report about this. And I can't believe, I don't know how she did it. But my
It's breaking up
US
again.
pass, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Like, you can see it's good again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's good. It's okay now.
I don't know how she did it, which is Patrick's sister I'm referring to. My US passport was missing. I had 3 passports in my pocketbook, 3 passports. My Jamaica passport, my US passport, and my son's US passport. When she left, the only 2 passports I see in my bag was my Jamaica passport and my son's passport. My US passport was gone. I know she removed my passport because I told her I'm going to Jamaica and make a report on this man. This man is a fraudster. I purchased a washing machine for $106,000 thinking that I have a family.
Yeah.
This man asked me for a chain. I bought him the chain for $1,300. And what bothers me is that I'm sitting right here now in the hospital with my daughter, who I don't even know when she's coming out of the hospital. And this man heard what his daughter is going through and showed no remorse. And when he was calling to beg for me to help him with his bills, he could take up the phone and call me. And now his own child born.
So,
And,
all right.
and,
You
and
said a baby.
struggling. Huh?
When you said a baby was born,
The baby was born like 10 days ago. She was born August 13th.
okay. So, is it a case that he doesn't believe the baby is his? What kind of?
He,
Give me the breakdown somewhere in the middle there. What? All right,
he,
the clothes.
he,
Yeah.
he knows the baby is his. He knows. And my baby looked just like him. He knows the baby is his. He knows. He knows.
All
And
right.
at one point, he said, if the baby don't have his nose, the baby is not his, because his nose is his trademark. And God allowed the baby to born with everything for him. And what really bothers me, I don't know what kind of art Patrick have. I don't know how Patrick Blake, I don't know how you sleep. I don't know how you sleep after seeing the pictures of your daughter and see that she is struggling and you show no remorse. I don't come to Facebook, I don't come to Instagram because I need sympathy, but I just want to ask you, what kind of heart do you have? I didn't make this child on my own. And to see that your child is struggling. I don't know when she's coming out the hospital. And you act like you have no remorse. That man came to my mother's house. He came to my mother's house. My sister didn't trust him. My sister told me she didn't trust him. But they accommodated him because of me. They accommodated him because of me. And he sat and eat and drink with my mom. My mom was in a wheelchair because she had a broken hip and a broken leg. And he sat and ate with my mom. And after eating and toasting with my mom, they took so much pictures together. And he come back on social media and say that my mom house is not proper and talking a whole bag of things about my mom house. Nothing is wrong with my mom house, but he trying to make me look bad.
I seen the picture for real. I seen the pictures that you sent me. I listened to the voice note as well that you had sent me about the same scenario. But
I don't understand. And on top of all of that, when I come to Patrick's house and realize he didn't have any food, I came to America and I sent him 2 barrels of food. I sent him 2 barrels of food. And everything that I would share to that man in confidence as a husband, he sent back the messages to all my friends that I introduced him to.
wow.
No. Imagine this. I took him to Pegasus one day because I had an interview with CVM. So stayed at Pegasus to be at the interview early. And while I was in Pegasus, I heard him calling out the name Moses. And I was wondering who is he calling? Because he's from Montego Bay and we in Kingston. I'm like, who does he know in Kingston? So when I look, I realized it was Beanie Man.
Doctor?
I realized it was Beanie Man. And he walked away from me as if he didn't know me. And I tried to push myself in because I realized he was acting like he didn't know me. And then he sent me a voice note and said, you don't realize I didn't want you in my pictures when we were up by Pegasus. And I was the one who took him to Pegasus. So in the morning we went to have breakfast.
What month are you? What month are we there in this? This scenario. What month are you? What month?
What month?
Yeah.
When... it was in February. I was doing an interview. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So in the morning now, that after he avoided me the whole time and he wanted pictures with Beanie Man, he didn't want me in the picture. So in the morning when we went to have breakfast, it's buffet, so you go and you serve yourself.
Yeah, we know the hotel buffet.
So there was this man walking to go get his breakfast. The man was walking by himself. And my husband sit right beside me and said, that's how man's supposed to look. I like how we look.
Your husband said what?
That's how man's supposed to look. He like how the man look. Then it makes me question if he's a silent gay, because when we got married at Bahia Principe, and one day we were in the lobby and he saw this thick built body man. The man was there with his wife. And my husband get up from beside me. He said, I like how that man must look. Again? Yes, and God knows I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
Yeah, go on there, yeah.
So he get up from beside me and he walk up to the man and he introduced himself as a gym instructor. And he said, I was telling my wife, I like your muscles and stuff like that. And he was there for a while with the man and asked the man for some pictures with him and the man. And what bothers me, when I am to take pictures with him, it have to be an argument. He don't want to take pictures with me.
But I take a picture with the man, I don't want to take a picture with the wife.
But him take pictures with the man. So when I ask him to massage my feet, as I'm pregnant and he cannot drive, so I'm the one doing all the drivings when I come to Jamaica. So I asked him to massage my foot. He have a problem to massage my foot. From me and Patrick married, he has never caressed me once. My husband never caressed me. I told him I like when my breast is sucked because my breast is my turn on point. He never sucked my breast. Patrick sleep in his clothes. I would be in my lingerie, he sleep in his clothes and turn his back. Even when we are in the hotel, if it's 2 beds in the hotel, because sometimes when you book an hotel, sometimes they only have rooms that have 2 beds. And he would sleep in 1 bed separate from me. And if me and him is in the bed, he turn his back and he's in his clothes. But he always have demands. He always have demands. Every time I come to Jamaica, because I realize he have a bad foot. So every time I come to Jamaica, I take him to the spa. And we take a lot of pictures together in the spa. And what he does, he only posts on Facebook the pictures by himself in the spa, as if it's him take his if it's as if it's
Yeah,
him
him
take his
one go.
own money and go to the spa
Yeah,
treating
him one go
himself.
spa.
Yeah. And he have champagne glass and all of that stuff, and acting as if he's the one who spend his own money when it's me. And I'm looking into everything and I'm saying, after all I've did for this man, after all I did for this man, this is the thanks. This is the thanks. And I just can't believe sitting in the hospital, because this is like my second home. And I keep bouncing back from what I'm saying back to the hospital because it's bothering me.
Go ahead, Mom. Speak. Speak.
It's not like I'm confused, it's just bothering me, because when you can see your own child, every time I ask the doctor, do you know when my daughter is coming out? The doctor would say, we don't know. It depends on her. It depends on how she responds to whatever they're giving her. How does Patrick Blake sleep at night knowing that your child is struggling? I wonder, where is your conscience? I hope Patrick Blake is seeing this video. Where is your conscience? The whole Montego Bay know you as Pants. You're very popular. But where is your conscience? Even if it's not about me. Our marriage is over. It's over. There's no getting back. And I know it. But for the sake of the child, show some remorse. Because all I ever did to you was good.
Steady, Epic, down. Please remember, follow me on all platforms, Father Epic. And please beg your strength to up on YouTube, because I know you try to build up the numbers them over there. And if me block anywhere, you can find them on YouTube easy, because over there steady down. With that being said, excuse me, I'm a kerchief there, Show breadcrumbs.